Hello, welcome to Abhyudham podcast series 2. Today we have on our show eminent neuroscientist and neuro rehabilitation researcher Dr. Sujata Sinha. Welcome Sujata to our show.
Thank you, Molly, so much for having me here.
Most in spite of your busy schedule, you have given us time. We are so glad to have you. She has flown directly from Canada, Montreal to attend us. Thank you. Today we are going to discuss some topics relating brain and cognition. Ma'am, nowadays we see so many patterns and words, terminologies called brain waves. What are these? Could you please tell our listeners what are these brain waves and these terms related to it?
Yeah, sure. So brain waves are basically the patterns of electrical activities that are going on in our brain. So there are various types of brain waves, for example, alpha, beta, gamma, delta, and theta. And each of those brain waves reflect particular state of mind or mental activity.
Okay, so ma'am, this alpha, beta, as you have said, these 4-5 types, could you please explain what is the frequency zone, or are there any difference between it?
Yes, they are basically classified based on the frequency. For example, the delta waves, they have the least frequency range.
Okay.
And like from 0.5 hertz to I think 1 or 2 hertz. And for example, the beta waves, they have the highest range of frequency range, which is approximately, they can be maximum up to 40 hertz.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
Ma'am, are there very ongoing researches in this field and any personal experience you want to share where you have seen these patterns work in human brains like this?
Yes. So in the research field, these brain signals are also known as EEG signals.
EEG means
electroencephalography.
Okay.
And they are, so those experiments, they study this kind of waves using this EEG technology. So EEG devices, they usually place it on your head and they look and they have electrodes, and using the electrodes they record the brain signals and see.
Okay.
So there are several ongoing researches. For example, there are experiments conducted to see the brain activities between comparing between trained professional athletes versus novice athletes.
Okay, like a normal man and a skilled athlete.
Exactly.
Right,
and
right.
this kind of studies, they do show that there are difference in brain activities between these two categories
Two
of people.
categories.
Yes.
Oh wow, what an interesting thing to notice, right? We have
Exactly.
never thought. So how do these brain waves change during meditation, or how can one consciously change these patterns of their brain? Like you said, a skilled professional can have a much more activated state of alpha. So how one can achieve it?
Exactly. So the first of all, we should know that meditation is a type of practice that we do. It's like exercises. So meditation influences our brain signals directly. And for example, out of all the different types of brain waves, we can see that alpha and gamma waves are the two which are fundamentally observed during the meditation or as after effects of meditation.
Okay, wow, this is so nice. Like alpha and gamma, these two waves can like make us feel wow, literally.
Really, yes.
Yeah. So we would say alpha and gamma, right?
Yes.
Are most conducive to meditation.
Exactly.
practices,
Exactly.
right? So now the question which everyone wanting to listen from ma'am, that how working professionals could get the advantage of this alpha and gamma waves. What should they do?
Yes, so it's a very important question, especially during nowadays in India. I think there are debates going on around the number of working hours.
Right, 70 working hours, my
Yes,
God.
exactly. So first of all, we are human beings and we should know our limits. And whether you are working or not, our health, both physical and mental health,
Right.
should be the priority always. So now for working professionals, the first thing is that they want to achieve their best during short amount of time. So during that process, what they do is that they bring in stress and trauma and all lot of things that are detrimental to our health. Now these two waves, that is alpha and gamma waves, they are very important for these working professionals, and which they can achieve through meditation.
Oh wow, such an good insight Sujata has seen. Like meditation can enhance your alpha and gamma waves. Let's deep dive into this.
Exactly, because this alpha waves, they reflect calm state, so and relaxed state.
Relaxed state.
So once you start doing the meditation, and when you achieve your relaxed state of mind, that is when the alpha peaks. So the peak of alpha waves are observed, and gamma waves are observed when you have more focus and more concentration. So now you see, for the working professionals, you can make more decisions, and you can solve more
Problems
problems.
and increase the productivity.
Increase the productivity, exactly.
Yes, by working on these two waves.
Exactly.
Simply by doing meditation, guys.
Exactly.
Are you listening?
Exactly.
Yes. So with this, that comes how one should inculcate this meditation into their daily life schedule. I know everyone must be answering, I'm so busy, so hectic schedule, no work-life balance, but still, let's listen from this neuroscientist how one should take out time for yourself for this meditation practice.
Exactly. So I think for me, I would say meditation should be a part of everyone's life. Like how every one of us considers water for our daily daily life.
To drink,
Yes,
water and food.
Water and food,
Right.
which are basic needs. We should also include meditation as a part of our life. Just 5 minutes a day. Maybe Molly, you can say more about this importance of meditation.
Sure. Being an yoga therapist, so from our perspective, meditation is the quintessential part of our life. Like just man has said, like food and water, our breath. You don't need to go deep into like state of samadhi or sit in solitary confinement for this. You can be as good as sitting in office or chair or sofa and just close your eyes and observe your breath. This will also do the wonders. Everyone should practice this just for the beginner level.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And reach the state of alpha for better productivity. Now, with this, we should come to another important topic of sleep. Nowadays, we are seeing much cases of disturbed sleep.
Yes.
Not so many good sleeping patterns. Yeah, thanks to our lifestyle. Yeah, with this, the most important disease that come out with the sleep is insomnia. Now, I would like to ask you, what are the stages of sleep, if you could explain to our listeners?
Yes. So basically, there are, in a sleep cycle, there are two main sleep stages, which is NREM, or we can say a non-rapid eye movement stage, and the second one is rapid eye movement stage, or REM stage. Now, under the non-rapid eye movement or NREM stage, we have again three sub-stages: stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. So for our audience, in layman words, stage 1 is like very light sleep. You know, you are awake and suddenly you have decided, okay, I'm feeling sleepy, I want to sleep. So that is, you just go on the bed and close your eyes.
Yeah.
So you're just falling asleep. That is stage 1. Stage 2 is you are not awake anymore, you are not conscious, and you are going into transitioning into the deep sleep. And
wow.
the stage 3 is where actually you have the deep sleep.
Actual sleep happens.
Actual sleep happens.
Oh.
And that is where we see delta waves.
How many
Yes.
waves and how many stages of sleep? Have you ever heard of this before? Yeah,
Exactly.
then coming to that, what are the meditation difference from the sleep? Is meditation and sleep same, or like people will say, I sleep 8 hours a day, I need not to practice meditation? What's your view on this?
It's a very important question. Yes, some people they do confuse between meditation and sleep, and I must say that they are completely two different things.
Okay.
So meditation is like a practice that you need to involve in your daily life activities. It's like doing yoga or running and doing
just as good as eating food, right?
eating food.
Yeah.
Whereas sleep is a must. Sleep is something which is needed for your body restoration, memory consolidation, all
Ma'am,
kinds
just
of
to
things.
interrupt,
Yes.
what is memory consolidation and when does it actually happens in human body in terms of neuroscience? Please explain.
Exactly. So memory consolidation, you know, in our day-to-day life, we see so many things which we call in technical terms stimuli from our
Okay.
environment, We learn each and every moment of our life. We learn so many things. Now, all these things, they are formed memories in our brain. Now, there are short-term memories and long-term memories, right? So the new things that we learn, they have to be put into our
Stored in a
hard disk. Exactly.
Yes,
And which
yeah.
is called formation of our new memories or recent memories to long-term memory. That
Okay.
process is called
Memory consolidation. Wow.
And this happens during our the REM stage of sleep.
The last stage of sleep.
Yes, that's why we say that people need sleep for at least around approximately 8 hours. And if you don't sleep, you may have this Alzheimer's problem, which
Right.
dementia, which
Dementia,
are all
yeah.
problems of memory.
Right, neurological problems people might have if they don't sleep. So it's equally important that you sleep 8 hours a day and meditate also,
Yes.
at least once or twice a day for a healthy wellness.
Exactly.
Okay, so with this, ma'am, as we have seen that alpha and gamma waves are the most conducive to meditation.
Yes.
So how long does it take to see effects of meditation on us, on humans? How long? Any time scale?
Yes. So first of all, I would say this: the time, it actually depends from person to person. Now,
Okay.
for example, if you are someone who is very health conscious and you have been practicing yoga for yourself
Yeah.
for several years, then it will be easier for you to practice meditation and you to start feeling the effects, the good effects of this.
Right.
Or as compared to whereas there is someone who never did meditation, it might be a bit difficult for that person
To see the effects on
see
themselves.
the effects on themselves.
Right.
But if we look at the research, we see that typically it takes around 2 weeks to start seeing the effects. But unfortunately, we as normal people, we cannot see the direct effects of meditation on the brain. And on a fortunate side, there are devices
Okay.
which falls under neurotechnology, which are called brain-computer interfaces,
Wow.
which are like smartwatches, you know.
Smartwatches.
You can
Okay.
wear it on your head, you can do meditation, and once you do meditation, you can see your brain changes directly with your eyes on your phone.
Wow. See, we can't feel it, but there is technology coming up.
Yes.
Kudos to neuroscientists who are working on this, and we can see our brain patterns. Wow, isn't it amazing?
Yes.
I haven't heard anything like this before.
Yes.
Yeah, so there is tools and techniques to directly track the brain waves.
Exactly.
Yeah. So with this, ma'am, we could there is for tight and busy scheduled individuals, as we have discussed.
Yes.
What are the piece of advice, lastly, you could want to give for those busy individuals and also for those who are also health enthusiasts?
Yes. So first of all, I would say that keep your health priority. That is where everything begins. Secondly, try to do meditation. 5 minutes a day is good enough to start with, and then with practice you will see that you will start loving the process, and then you will actually start enjoying when you see the benefits, when you feel the benefits of meditation. Then you can do 5 minutes, 10 minutes per day. And for working professionals, instead of working 3 hours, 4 hours continuously, after every 1 hour or 90 minutes you can take a break and do the meditation. Just sit
Short break of
just sitting comfortable, close your eyes, keep yourself away from all your computers and mobile phones, and that's it. This is how you begin.
Wow. What are the different wave patterns and conducive to meditation? Any specific meditation practices for different waves? Could you just elaborate on this?
Yes. So, as we have already discussed, that meditation influences specifically more on two particular brain waves, which is alpha and gamma. So, we can increase those alpha and gamma using specific type of meditations. First of all, I would like to say all types of meditations have influence on this, both alpha and gamma. But if we practice like specifically mindfulness meditation, being mindful in doing whatever we're doing, like for example, if we're eating food, we're being mindful, or we're focusing on all the senses, the smell and taste of food, instead of eating food, sitting in front of a TV. This is a mindful meditation practice. And the second one is full body scan awareness, which you will be you must have known already.
Yog Nidra.
Yog Nidra, yes, Yog Nidra. Those kind of practices can increase your alpha waves. And I'd also like to add another point on Yog Nidra. So Yog Nidra is very important. Why? Because the alpha waves that you achieve using this meditation practice can help you achieve your theta state very quickly.
Deep sleep.
Yes, the theta state is the first stage of your sleep. And for the gamma waves, if you want to increase your gamma waves, you can do meditation which surrounds compassion and love and
Loving
kindness.
kindness type of meditation.
Exactly. So, for example, it could be simple sitting at a place, closing your eyes, and thinking about your loved ones. Thinking about all the good things that your family, your brothers, sisters, or loved ones, your grandparents did for you and what you did for them. So, those kind of
Remembering happy moments
exactly.
in our brain releases those certain chemicals, also neurotransmitters
Exactly.
also good, like the oxytocin feeling, the love
Exactly, exactly. And those kind of feelings, they also activate all the emotion, the brain areas which are responsible for emotion regulation. And these again indirectly affect our or increase our gamma waves.
For this short part, where the this frontal cortex, I guess,
Exactly.
parietal, from where is the emotions regulated? Which lobe of our brain to be, yeah, or it is limbic system or just hypothalamus?
Exactly. So emotional regulation, in the during the earlier days when the neuroscience research just began, people used to think that all these functions like emotion regulation, all these are brain processes. They are concentrated on particular areas of brain. But now recent and contemporary research has started saying that no, it's not true. So for emotion regulation, the limbic system, as you said, limbic system, amygdala, hippocampus, all these things are interrelated. And you will be also surprised to know that the brain areas such as hippocampus is not only responsible for emotional regulation, but they also play a role in memory formation.
Right.
So all these things, processes are important, and you see that again. If you look at the brain waves, you see that there are certain brain waves which are responsible, which show during memory consolidation.
And in Yoga Nidra also, in our yogic studies, we go deep dive into our subconscious mind to reframe all the negative thought patterns as something the people is suffering from, maybe some inner trauma, and we reframe and chat and slowly create a conducive environment for the person to for better wellness and everything, for better cognition also. Maybe it can be anything what is done in the sankalpa for this Yoga Nidra.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, what is sankalpa?
Sankalpa is an like resolution that you do just before starting Yoga Nidra. This is an like prep signal to the brain.
Okay.
I want to have like this beautiful body. So you do the sankalpa like I'm a beautiful body, like this, so that it gives an conditioning to the brain. Okay, be prepared for this. You are going to have this in your future. Thank you so much. Thank you for such insightful thoughts and pieces of advice. Thank you, Sujata.
Thank you, Molly, so much for having me. Hope your audience will like this.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. फिर मिलते हैं अगले पॉडकास्ट में नया एक टॉपिक लेके. हरिओम.